What's going on, guys? All right, before I start, if you guys want to go to my website, it's www.toolboss44.net. I'm going to be asking you the question, what do you think the best high torque impact wrench, cordless, on the market is? Um, this is the third impact wrench I've reviewed now. We went over the Milwaukee, we went over the DeWalt. Finally getting to the Makita, and obviously Ingersoll Rand has one. There's a lot of companies that are in this high torque cordless platform, but just your opinion if you want to put your 2 cents in. But getting back to the Makita here, this is the Makita 18 volt brushless high torque impact wrench. It is number XWT08. I love it. I really, really like it. There's a lot of pros to this impact wrench. Now, obviously, if you're in the Milwaukee platform, you're going to get the Milwaukee high torque impact. If you're in the DeWalt, you're going to get theirs. But if you're not in a platform, this is one to really look at. There's a lot of pros to this impact wrench over the Milwaukee and the DeWalt, in my opinion. And it really just all comes down to opinions. But from having all three and playing with all three, this is one really, really to consider. The pros I'm going to tell you about real quick. We'll go over them first. What I like about it, first of all, as soon as I picked it up, as soon as I saw it, is it has this nice rubber boot to protect it. Now, if you guys have these impact wrenches, you know this area gets all scratched up, nicked up. After a week of using it, I mean, it's just destroyed. What's great is you don't have to buy one. Milwaukee, if you want to, they offer a boot. Doesn't come with it. You got to pay $30. With this, it comes with the wrench already on, and this can come on and off. If you want to clean under there, this will come right off. You could put it back on. I mean, that is a huge plus for me. I like that. What's also, when I was playing around with it, I never really, obviously at GIE I was playing around with it, but I wasn't going crazy, noticing everything. But if you look, you'll see that this will move. It's almost like a joystick, like for the old Atari. What they have in here is they have a rubber, like gasket type of thing. It's pretty cool. It's like a bushing, a rubber bushing, and what that does is that takes the vibration out of the wrench up here, and it kind of stops it so it can't damage the electrical down here, the battery and all the electrical stuff. So that's pretty cool. I was, doing a lag bolt challenge, and I was noticing, I'm like, what the heck's going on down here? And, I went through the owner's manual and was checking some stuff online about it, and I was like, whoa, that is cool. So it's a very, this is the newest one that's been out. So, I mean, the Milwaukee one's been out for like 2 years. The DeWalt one's kind of been out, I think, almost, 2.5, 3 years. So, this one's 6, 7 months old. Maybe a little bit longer, 9 months. But it has that in its favor. So it is the newest one, newest technology. It has 740 foot-pounds of torque fastening. Breakaway torque is 1,180. So, spec-wise, we're going to see, because it's going to be going up against the Milwaukee here. And I'm going to have a lag bolt challenge coming up for you guys, and you'll see how it does and everything. But spec-wise, it's the most powerful, but we'll see how it does in real-life action. But now, again, if you're not in a platform, the Makita and the DeWalt offer something that the Milwaukee doesn't, and I think it's big. I always talked about it with the DeWalt, why I would probably take that one over the Milwaukee, even though, in my opinion, the Milwaukee has more power, is because it has 3 speeds. Okay, so obviously it was on speed 2 there, but you got 3 speeds. You got speed 1, speed 2, and speed 3. So, what's good about it was with 3 speeds, you might not always need 750 foot-pounds of torque, but you might need more than like 150. So that's where the Makita and the DeWalt kind of separate itself. Speed 1 is going to have 0 to 900 RPM and 0 to 1800 impacts per minute. Speed 2 is going to have 0 to 1,000 RPM and 0 to 2,000 impacts per minute. And on speed 3, you're going to go from 0 to 1,800 RPM and 0 to 2,200 impacts per minute. So, you know, it's got some pop. Obviously, it's that's what it's made for. It's a high high torque impact wrench. But you know, it has a couple great features too. You know, it has a double LED light, and if you want, you can shut it off, and the light won't come on. All you got to do is this button right here. Let me take my gloves off. It's freezing. You just hold it in for 1 second here, and it'll shut off. Now, when you pull the trigger, the light won't go on. Now, to get the light to go back on, you just do the same thing for 1 second, and it comes back on. So, you know, you can use it as a flashlight type of a thing. You know, the little things is what makes this impact wrench by Makita awesome, and you know, definitely one to consider. You know, between the rubber boot, you got the 3 speeds, really comfortable. Like I said, it's Makita. Just for me, they fit my hands really well. Nice rubber grip here, rubber overmolds here. You know, you got protection here. Not only from the boot is there rubber, but on this part where you would lay it down, it's protected. You got heavy duty plastic here. Just a lot of rubber overmolds, which I love. You know, obviously it's brushless. It comes not with a belt clip, but it comes kind of with like a hanging clip. So you would put it up and say you had, your tool bench had like a bar on it, or the drawer of your tool bench, you can just hang it there. See, this is so damn heavy, my arm's about to fall off. That's the one thing. All right, so not that it's tremendously more heavy than the other ones, and we're gonna weigh them real quick. But this comes in at 7.9 pounds with a battery. Okay, but you got to remember, it has a boot on it. Not that it's gonna add a lot of weight, but it has some stuff. We're gonna weigh them without the the batteries on and see what happens. But I just want to show you the torque you would kind of get. So this is speed 1. This is speed 2. And there's some wobble with this. That's the one thing. And even with the Bosch one, it's even worse. And speed 3. See how there's a little wobble there? I'm going to pause it because I only have a minute left on this, right? Actually, I'll show you quick. Now we're going to put the Bosch... this was the DeWalt. We're going to put the Bosch one? Yeah, this is the Bosch one. Watch this wobble. So you got to find the right kind of socket for this. If I did the Milwaukee, there'd be no wobble at all. But all right, let's weigh them, and we'll take it from there. All right, so we know it weighs 7.9 pounds according to the spec sheet and all that, but if you know me, I like to weigh these things just to make sure. Now, again, the weight isn't a major. It comes down to ounces, not pounds. But, the one thing I want to say is when you do use this, it's probably only, like I said, 10 to 12 ounces heavier than the Milwaukee. But it just, the way all the weight is kind of proportioned on it, you really do notice it. It feels heavier than, maybe the 10 ounces or 12 ounces it is. But, and again, it does have a boot on it. I know I mentioned that before. So that's going to add a couple ounces. But it's something to consider, because, it's such a really nice, comfortable impact wrench. The extra ounces, you're going to have to decide yourself. But then again, if you're in a Milwaukee platform, you're going to get this one. You're not going to switch for an impact wrench. But, all right, so let's weigh the Milwaukee. Okay, 5 pounds, 14.1 ounces. Okay, let's just do that one more time. All right, it's the same. Now let's try the Makita. All right, 6 pounds, 8.6 ounces. So it's like 11, 12 ounces heavier. All right, so that being said, we're going to put it through the test. We got a lag bolt challenge. You know, I'm going to be doing against the Milwaukee. We're going to see how they do. And it's just for fun, guys. Again, if one does it 0.3 of a second faster than another one, it's not life or death. It shouldn't make the difference of you buying this one over the DeWalt or over the Milwaukee. It's really, you know. Anyway, this does come in at the most expensive. It's $239. Okay? The DeWalt is around $219, and I think the Milwaukee is like $199 right now. But they're all pretty much, you know, around $200. This is a little bit, but you got to remember, if you do get this one, you don't have to buy a boot. It has a boot on it. I don't even know if DeWalt offers a boot for their impact wrench. I know Milwaukee does. I think it's like 30 or 40 bucks. So that's already on here. It's really loaded with features, more features than the other ones, if you ask me. 3 speeds. You got the 2 LED lights, and you know you can shut the light on or off if you want. And like I said, it has that nice rubber bushing in there that really is pretty cool. It kind of freaks you out, but you'll get used to it. But I'm running out of time here, but any comments or questions, and again, go to www.toolboss44.net, and what is your favorite impact wrench? Could be the Makita, could be the Ingersoll Rand, DeWalt, Milwaukee. Let the guys know what your opinion is. Any comments or questions, leave them, and I'll get back to you. Catch you on the next one.